Peter George, we appreciate you being here with us today. And we're talking about how to start a presentation and what not to do, right? So, Peter, how do you start a presentation? What should we not do?
First thing to understand is the importance of opening a presentation. It's where you grab hold of people. Now, the conclusion might be the single most important part of a presentation. And this doesn't matter if you're on stage or in a business meeting or anywhere. But without grabbing their attention at the beginning, nothing else matters. So a few things people do that are perfectly average are say things like, well, it's a pleasure to be here. Or I want to thank Bob for having me. Or ABC Company for bringing me in, whatever it might be. It's very polite, it's very average, and it doesn't grab anybody. Mm-hmm. That'll keep them on their phones waiting for you to begin. The better thing to do is start from the moment you open your mouth to grab their attention. Mm-hmm. Best way to do that? Story. Tell a story. We are all hardwired to like stories. Think of the books, movies, articles, all the things we're involved in that are story-based. It's the human condition. Mm-hmm. So start with a story. Grab them immediately. Get them involved. Just make sure that that story is pertinent to your point. So if you start with that story, you grab their attention or have a question for them. Let's come up with an example. Let's say you're talking about websites. Mm-hmm. And websites that actually get people involved in the story on the website and how it's going to help them, whatever it might be. And you start off the presentation with, how often have you gone to a website and been completely underwhelmed or didn't know how to navigate it or whatever that question may be? That gets people in tune with you. So start with that question, get them involved. There's all different ways to get them thinking about what you're saying. Another is a startling statistic. Shock value has its benefits. So what could you say that gets them to stand right up or sit right up and listen to you? Mm-hmm. Starting that way gets them. All these things get them to connect with you from the moment you start speaking. And if you continue to present well and have your presentation well thought out, it will keep them involved all the way through to that all-important conclusion. One of the things a lot of people will do, though, and it's human nature, it's nerves, it's their brain trying to protect them. They'll be all set and they go, this is my opening. I'm going to tell this story. It's pertinent. It makes my point. It gets people involved. I've tested it on friends and some coworkers. It's fantastic. And when you go to open up, your brain will tell you, no, do this instead. Yeah. And we second guess ourselves and we do a different opening that flops. Go with what you've prepared and practiced. It makes a difference. And that's what will bring people in. And I've repeated that about bringing them in, but that's so important. You've got to get them away from their phones, or if not their phones, thinking about what they're going to do when they get back to their office or when they go home tonight, or that bill that they haven't paid, or whatever's on their mind. Mm-hmm. You've got to make sure that you can take them away from that.